Double pinch pot project, how to make a pumpkin out of clay. I'm going to begin by having two balls of clay that are similar in size and turning them into pinch pots. Once you have your two pinch pots, make sure the opening is about the same size. If you need to, go back in and stretch one out or squeeze the other in a little bit. It is important they have a good fit. Slip and score the rim of both pinch pots. The slip really only needs to be applied to one, or else it could get too slippery and make a mess. When you join them, wiggle them together to ensure they're getting a good fit. Then smooth out the seam all the way around. You now have a air-filled form that you can pat and shape. This is similar to making balloon animals, where the trapped air allows you to be able to squeeze the form and change the shape of it. The moment that you poke a hole and release the air, your form will collapse if it is not dry or leather hard and able to hold its own shape. So do all of the shaping and the squishing while you have the air trapped. At this point, I've got the basic form I want. I'm just going in and smoothing it out, getting rid of some of my chunks of clay that I had when I smoothed out the seam, and any bumps from making a rough pinch pot. So lots and lots of smoothing at this point. I'm using a pencil here to create a groove to form the edges of the pumpkin. Anything will really work as long as it's harder and you can get a straight line. I then go back through with my finger and smooth the groove in. Continue smoothing and making the lines all the way around. Don't forget the top and the bottom. Remember, this grew on a tree or a plant, and it should have an area where there was a blossom and also a stem. You can use a coil to create the stem and just shape it and form it so it matches where it would grow naturally out of the pumpkin. The details are what makes this look realistic. Don't forget, once you've made the stem, you have to slip and score it onto the pumpkin. So first match it up and make sure it fits, and then get your scoring tool and score both areas you're going to join, and then add slip to one of the areas. Wiggle it in place while pressing firmly, and then follow up by sealing the two seams together. Continue working by adding any additional details like lines or dots, specks. The top of the stem will have little dots. And then smooth this out really well. Do not use too much water. Just a slightly damp sponge can help you with smoothing out. I end by twisting the stem at the top, carving my initials in the bottom, and putting a hole all the way through.